Greetings, welcome to the channel. This is Starting Over at 50. Thank you so much for tuning in. I decided to do a video today because I wanted to share my experience of being love bombed by the narcissist. I was love bombed by the narcissist, and actually I have had two experiences. If you look back on my previous videos, I had two experiences with narcissists, and I wanted to share with you how I was love bombed. So if you don't know, usually narcissists they love bomb you. It's a cycle that they're on. So they love bomb, then they start devaluing, and they either discard or uh, or yeah, discard you, and they or Hoover, and then Hoover try to Hoover you back. So it's a process that they go through, and it's a circle, so they keep doing the same thing over and over, over and over, because they're not they're led of an evil spirit. They're not on the normal human being cycle of life where we grow, and we experience challenges, and then we learn from them, and then we evolve, and then we get smarter and stronger and better, so we are unique. And so they are on a pattern. They live their lives on a pattern. It's like a circle. So they do the same things over and over, and all of them do this. This is a demonic pattern, basically. It's when you are possessed by demons and you're controlled by demons, then you're on a pattern, a cycle. And so they are energy vampires. So they're attracted to light because they're darkness. They're attracted, or the spirit that's in them is evil or wicked. So they're attracted to authentic people who are genuine. They have a light about them. They're very creative and very gifted in a lot of areas. So another big before I go into the love bombing, another big thing I noticed is they're very jealous of you. So if you are in a relationship, or you have a relative or anyone, a friend, and they're extremely jealous of you or envious of you, that's a sign also. Just watch the patterns, because they all do the same thing. It's a demonic. The only way I can describe it is a demonic cycle that they're on, because they all do the same thing, the same pattern. They hoover you. I mean, they love bomb you, shower you with a lot of affection and love. It's like they're trying to win you over real quick. They're trying to secure you as a source of supply really fast. So, based on my experience, with the first narc, I always have to go with both. With the first narcissist, a couple of years ago, he love bombed me, and that he was, taking me places, taking me out to eat. He took me on a trip to Hawaii. He was buying me all kind of, surprising me with all kind of gifts, and asking me, "Do you need anything?" And at the time, I was a single parent with a son, and he would give me money. "Do you need anything?" So he was just like love bombing me, overwhelming me, taking me places. And so I was thinking, wow, this is a perfect person. Like, wow, this person is everything I've ever wanted in a, spouse or a mate. Because at the time we were just dating. I mean, he laid it on strong. Took me to Hawaii. Hawaii, y'all. He brought me roller skates, and both of them actually did that for me because I love to skate. And so, well, he actually made skates for me. He actually built them for me. Like, he was doing a whole lot of things for me. So I had not experienced a narcissist before. So I was just like, wow, I found a good person. And then I noticed the devaluation. But since we're focusing on the love bombing, that's what they do. They just overwhelm you with niceness and kindness and good, beautiful things, and you're just wonderful. And they mirror you, so they find out what you like and what in a mate. They find out what you like in a mate, or what you uh, desire in a mate. And so, especially in a dating relationship, and then they try to become that thing that you desire. And then because you're sharing, because you're open, because you're telling your very deepest heartfelt feelings and thoughts, they know they're being able to create a character. They're basically cre- uh, they're creating themselves based on what you want in a mate. So all this niceness, all this generosity, all this kindness, and all this calling and caring and texting morning, noon, and night. It's just like an overwhelming uh, feeling of gratitude, just overwhelming you with all these good things, which is called love bombing. So they're overdoing it over, and then they're trying to rush you to either be in a relationship with them. They're trying to make sure that you don't want to leave them. They're doing everything in their power to keep you, to have you there, have you remain there with them. So yeah, it could be overwhelming because normal people don't really do that. They don't operate like that. They take it slow. They just, pace themselves. But these type of people, these narcissists, they they overdo it. They just really go overboard. And if you don't know, and you don't know the signs of these narcissists, these energy vampires, these demons in disguise, you can get taken advantage. You can get deceived. You can get fooled, because I was twice. I was twice. But now I see them a mile away. All this nice, and people wanted to, they want to just overdo it for you, go above and beyond for you, doing things that nobody probably has ever done for you. So that's kind of how they win you over. So they do all this to secure you as a source. And then once they get you, then that's when they go to the devaluation, discard. And then when they discard you or you leave, then they try to hoover you back. So they try to, all of them don't do the hoover. Uh, I feel like the ones that know that you're done, they don't even attempt. Somewhere down the line, they may attempt, but when they know that you are totally convinced that you're totally done with them, they won't even attempt it because they're like, yeah, it's a waste of time. But they will spy, because they will watch your social medias. They will watch you like a hawk, because they're like low key stalkers, low key um, perverted. Like they're stalkish, like, because it's the demon in them. They become stalkish, but they love bomb you. And then the second one that love bomb me, he uh, the second one, actually, the second one is the one I actually married. He did love bomb me at the beginning. We met online. He was sending me all kind of monies, large amounts, and I was just like, "Who is this?" And so, of course, it got my attention because I do consultations online. So he's reaching out to me. He's sending me money to my Cash App every month. Money when I'm like, "Who is this sending me money?" And so I was like, "Okay, he's very generous." Not thinking, because I only saw him online, talked to him online. He talked to me. He created that perfect, because I was, at the time I was single and available, and he was too. So he created that perfect person that maybe would be appealing to me. He knew I needed money. I'm out here in Africa. I do consultations, and he was just sending me money, sending me. And I'm like, let me look into this person because he's very generous. I was, yeah, that was the love bombing phase. Then he asked me to marry him, and I felt like that was rather soon, rather quick. It was only a couple of months in. And so, but then I was thinking, I'm older, he's older, because he was 10 years older than me, and I'm in my 50s. So you can imagine. So I'm like, well, he's older, he's wiser. But yeah, that love bombing was, yeah, I was so, I felt overwhelmed, and I felt like it was moving too fast. But then at the same time, he was just assuring me, he was just, so generous. And also, this is the problem with trying to meeting people online. You don't physically um, see them, so they could be saying anything. You don't see the behavior that's off when this is an online thing. It's an online dating thing. You don't see the true nature of that person. You don't see in person, um, if the behavior is off, if the spirit is off. You're not always able to see that when you're online. That's why I never been an online dating type of person, but he was the first one and the last one. I would never do that again, because I need to be in that person's presence, because when he did arrive, he was rushing. We had actually he proposed to me. He bought a ring. He let me pick one out. Like everything was going so fast, and I was just kind of like my head was spinning, and I was like, "Is this really real? I mean, is this true?" It's almost like I felt like it was a dream and it wasn't real. It was a dream and it wasn't real, but he was pretending that it was real. So this is a part of the love bombing. They just overdo it. They just go way, way above, and they move very fast, very quick, because they're trying to secure you as a source. They're trying to secure you as a source. So they move really, really fast and trying to date you or marry you. And so he proposed, he had the ring. I didn't take long because I had been praying for a husband for some years. So I'm like, well, you know, which is my fault because I took it for granted because he was like, you can pray. He actually told me that, but I rushed it instead of saying, okay, I'm going to wait, I'm going to pray, I'm going to fast and pray and see what the Father says. I didn't. I rushed because I felt like he was telling me that the Father, the Most High, God, was telling him that I was his wife. He told me this. So I didn't have a reason to believe that he wasn't telling the truth. And I felt like because he's older and he's wiser, yeah, he was lying the whole time. Yeah, it don't matter the age. And so he just put it on strong, a love bombing when he arrived, still giving me money, taking me places. He paid for the wedding. He paid for, we went out to, everything he was paying for. We got engaged. He gave me the ring. He paid for the whole wedding, everything, everything. So this was part of the love bombing to get me. But then once he got me, I started seeing the true nature, the lies and the deceit and the pattern of behavior. Um, yeah, so that love bombing stage, be very careful. If you have girlfriends, or when I say, if you're male and you have a female friend, if you're female, you have a male friend that's interested in you. If you're single, just take your time. Take your time about everything. Don't let someone rush you, which is what happened to me. The second time is I let him rush me, and I let him control the situation instead of me standing up saying, wait, wait, stop, So you live and you learn, but yeah, that love bombing, they will do everything. They will take you places. They will give you money. They will treat you like a queen, like they treat you like a queen on a throne. Queen Esther, they treat you like a queen. And they just shower you with affection, attention, love, resources, everything that you might need. They will shower you just to secure you as a source, because they don't love, they don't their emotions, they don't have empathy. They may love, but I don't know, they just it's a deranged type of emotions that they have. But it's not that they love you, they just want to secure you because they need a source, a supply. You're like fuel for them. You keep them alive because they have evil spirits, and the spirits always have to have energy. It's there because they're energy vampires. So they basically feed off of your energy. They feed off of your light because they're darkness. And so they're the children of the devil. Yes, they are. And they're reprobate. Yeah. So they pretend to be spiritual, and they are in this pattern. It's a act. It's not true. They don't have a true relationship with the creator. They're reprobate. Either they know him and they just sold their soul to the devil a long time ago. A lot of the narcissists too are Freemasons. The Freemasons sell their soul to the devil when they do pledges to these organizations. A lot of fraternities, sororities, but definitely Freemasons, Illuminatis, they sell their soul to the devil. So he can use them in that manner, and they get on that pattern. A lot of them, they have like the way that they ended up being narcissists is because maybe when they were younger, they had some trauma that happened in their lives and at a young age, and they didn't heal from it. They didn't get help or whatever the case might be. And they end up, turning into a monster basically. They're evil, and it's the spirits that's in them, just like in the spirits that are in us, who are light, who are kind, who are generous, who are loving, who have empathy. That is a special quality, and it's from the creator, because that's his character and that's who he is. He gives these traits to us. Everybody does not have these traits. And so you have to understand that. So you have to guard your energy, guard your life, protect it. You have to question everything, even with family members, because this happens with a lot of family members. This happens with girlfriends. You can get a female friend like that, like a energy vampire, just always want to be around you. Almost, it's almost like they want to, they are jealous of you. Um, they admire you and they're jealous of you at the same time. It's just a weird demonic dynamic. And it's women that are like that as well. They can pretend to be your friends. And see, I catch that right off the bat. I make sure I make it clear that, because I do consultations, that it's not personal, it's not a friendship, it's just business. We doing a consult, and that's it. Like, no need to come over my house and try to hang out with me and find out what all I'm doing. Nah, I don't play those things. I don't play those games at this age. I've learned. So protect your energy, protect yourself, but they do put it on strong. They come on very strong. So if someone's coming on strong to you, and if they're rushing you to make life decisions like relationships or marriage or whatever, pump the brakes basically. Slow it down and tell them you need time. And actually, if you want to know if they are narcissists, tell them no. Just tell them no. If you tell them no enough times, they're gonna rage on you, and you're gonna see that it's gonna be hard for them to hide their true feelings if you tell them no. So just tell them no, and you'll see how they act. Just watch them closely. Listen to every. If it's on the phone, listen to everything they say. So yeah, I just wanted to do this video about how I was love bombed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and comment. Like, subscribe, and comment on this my backup channel. So I'm trying to get my subscribers up. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll do another video and talk about maybe let me see what's let me see. I have a list of things I want to talk about to share with you my personal experience about how I endured this wickedness, the smear campaign. So the next video I'll do the smear campaign, and I'll tell you how they tried to smear my name. And I don't pay attention to stuff like that, which is good because I've had women try to do that as well. Go on YouTube and mention my name, and or whatever, for whatever reason, which I always ignore that stuff. So I don't internalize those type of wicked behaviors, because first of all, I'm too old for that. And then yeah, I know the pattern of some people who are not mentally stable, because it's a personality disorder. They are mentally ill, but they have an evil spirit that's making them that way. And so, yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll do another video the next couple of days. Have a good one.